What's up, everybody? This is Sideline Rewind, all things professional cheerleading, coming at you with the best title of all.
Yes.
Diva.
Come on now. Yes. That's it.
Beyonce, Diva by Beyonce was released as a single on January 20th, 2009 in the United States. It served as the third single from her studio album, I Am Sasha. Fierce, honey.
Yes, she is, honey.
Which was released on November the 12th, 2008. The song peaked at number 19 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, topped the U.S. Hot Dance Club Party Chart, and gained a peak position of number 3 on the U.S. Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs Chart, and Diva was certified double platinum.
Come on now.
Recording it by the Recording Industry Association of America. Come on now, Beyonce.
Yes.
Diva.
It's such an appropriate title, too, today.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Honey.
I'm not giving it away yet.
Great job on this song.
Yes. Thank you.
And it's already added to the playlist, by the way.
Yes.
So go to the Sideline playlist.
That's right. Have yourself a little party, because we certainly are having ourselves a little party right now.
Thank you, Lamar.
Yes, honey. Yeah.
Yes. Let's go. So what's happening? There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
so
right.
We just released our newest newsletter,
Yes.
April newsletter, and there's all kinds of audition information at the bottom.
Right.
And I don't know if you noticed, but we had our new ad sponsor link on there, which is really cool. So if you're interested in having an ad sponsored on our newsletter for next month or the month after, let us know. We have a whole different sponsorship package, or you can do a la carte. You can do social media posts. You can do whatever you want. You can live on our site. Anything you'd like, we can design it for you. So keep that in mind. And the other really cool thing, you know how we have our fan mail? You click on that thing and we have fan mail at the top of our show notes.
Yes.
Every podcast. Now we have voicemail.
Uh-oh. You're going to leave us a voicemail like it's 1995.
If you would like us to share it,
I like that.
we can share it with our audience.
Oh,
If
now
you
that's
just like,
fancy.
yes, we can read it or play it, on our podcast, or we can just shout you out. Either way, we want to hear from you.
Yes.
We do. I love
So
that.
exciting. I know.
That's awesome.
Voicemail.
Bring it on. You've got mail.
Yes.
You got mail.
Yes.
You've got mail.
I love it. And you know what else?
What's going on, J9?
We are in the middle of the audition season and process, and I'm going to tell you what, it is exciting, and everything's happening so quickly.
It is.
And we're going to be personally at the Titans auditions this coming week.
Who's hosting?
I will be hosting the dance finals, and Miss Pretty Rhonda will be hosting the stunt finals. And we will be there all together, and we will be ready to meet you. So please come out, get your tickets, and for sure. That's right. And so how exciting is that? And then we're going to get on a little plane. We're going to go somewhere. Where are we going?
You're supposed to be guessing.
Yeah.
You remember social media, you look on there and you see where in the Jeanine, Rhonda, and Anita.
So
where are we going?
I'll give you a tiny hint. It is for an audition. How about that?
It is for an audition.
I'm not going to say where.
And we're not saying if we're auditioning or not, but we'll be present.
Right. There has been a senior league invented. We should so invent that.
I think we should.
We should.
We should.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. I will do it. Come on. Senior pro cheerleaders.
Love it.
I don't know if we have the pro part, but we would get the senior.
We do.
We do.
Yeah. I love it. So that's so exciting. Yeah, and congratulations to all the teams that have been announced and all of the teams that are in the process of being announced. And we are so proud of you, and just congratulations to everyone. If you auditioned and you didn't make it, you know what? We're still proud of you, because it takes a lot of courage and a lot of drive and focus to get out there and chase your dreams. So
come on now.
Do your homework in the off season and
try again. Just try again.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
There you go. Dust yourself off and try again. Come on, Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. See? She's not wrong.
I think that's an episode.
I think it is. I think it is.
I think it is.
What else do we have, Anita? We have a really great guest today.
Honey.
Speaking of diva.
She is a diva.
She is the queen of diva.
Okay.
She is.
She put the D in diva.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you.
Capital D.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Here we go. Let's go.
Our guest today is the founder and franchisor of Diva Dance, an Austin, Texas-based franchise brand that has reinvented the dance class experience for adults.
Yes. There we go. That's what we need.
With over 50 franchises in North America.
What? 50?
50.
Come on.
I said 50, not
50.
15, but 50.
50.
Go.
Diva Dance is on a mission to change lives by inspiring confidence and building community.
Yes.
And they happen to do that through fun, hair tossing, booty popping, dance choreography classes for all levels.
Yeah.
Okay.
She started the concept as a manicure money business and then started franchising while transitioning out of an 18-year career in the music industry.
What?
Wow.
Where she contributed to the careers of some of the biggest artists and divas in the business.
Okay.
Please welcome Miss Jami Sitgliano.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. First of all, the fact that y'all get fan mail, I mean, I'm fangirling a little bit myself.
We love fan mail.
Well, send us a voicemail. We want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank y'all so much for having me on. What a treat. I have listened to many of your episodes in the past, and I love, speaking of confidence and community, I can't think of many organizations that mirror that so closely to what we do as the pro cheer world. I mean, talk about confidence. These performers and these athletes do this on every field and every place that they go. And then the community, I mean, sisterhood. Hello. So grateful to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thanks. So happy to have you. It's so exciting.
Hey, come on, Jamie.
Well, how do I get a cup of whatever's over there?
Right.
Lamarca.
Okay. All right.
We really are just this excited most of the time. So,
Well, what a treat.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but hey, that's who we are. So we're just living in our truth.
If you like excitement, it's a good thing. If you like boring, it's probably not a good thing.
If somebody likes boring, this is probably not the podcast for them. So let's go.
Yes.
You are spot on.
That's it.
There you go.
That's it.
So, Jamie, so where are you from originally?
Yeah, so I grew up in a small town in Texas called Waco, Texas. It's known for many great things. And, one thing I did not do growing up there is I was never in competitive dance, competitive cheer. I just didn't have, it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I didn't want to take other people's dance classes. I wanted to create my own choreography to songs on the radio. And, I'm actually a tap class dropout is what I call myself. My mom enrolled me in tap class and I said, I don't want to dance to classical music and I don't want to learn that lady's choreography. I want to do my own thing. So really, I grew up dancing at home and watching MTV music videos. And I had my first opportunity to kind of join an official, for real team when I joined my high school drill team. And so for any Texas gals listening, they know that Texas drill team is like where you get schooled. You can make up for a lot of lost time in your training by being part of a Texas drill team. And so that's where I first learned that, dance was not just something that I loved to do, but that I could grow so much from it, from the friendships, the leadership opportunities, and obviously just the joy of performance. And so, from there, I went on to have a big girl job in my big girl career and wanted to do something fun on the side after work. I said, well, let me go take a dance class. And I went to a dance studio living in New York City at the time that was stressful. It was not a great class. I went in, it was competitive. It was, the instructor of the class kind of only really looked at themselves. No one introduced themselves. And for me, dance was always about confidence and community. It was always about feeling happy doing that and then meeting new people and making connections. And I walked out of that class and on the corner of 57th and Broadway in New York City said, I'm going to teach my own dance classes. And that was, quite a while ago in the early 2000s. And I've just never stopped since then. So
That's amazing.
I love that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And what I like about the whole Diva Dance community is we've talked about this before. One of the reasons people audition for professional sports to cheer for them is because what else are you doing as a dancer? If you love the cheer dance world, what are you doing as an adult? And so outside of that, there's not a lot of opportunity. Dance schools may have an adult dance class here and there, but to just like your major focus being on adults is really cool. And I love it.
It's so true. And I hear so many folks come in that say, well, I used to dance. And it's almost like they say that to kind of prep us for whatever they're going to be like, well, I'm rusty. I literally had a woman that I said, well, I'm rusty. And, the minute she got out there, I don't think you're ever rusty from doing something you love to do, so she had so much fun. We hear so often that, oh, there's nothing like this. And that's why I started franchising, was because folks were, looking for classes like this. They didn't exist in their area. They contacted me. They found me when I was, I had classes in New York City and Austin, Texas, but they said, hey, I live in Toledo. I live in Columbus, Ohio. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, there's nothing like this here. And so you're right. I mean, and as even women that have been in the pro cheer world, then they almost feel like, well, now that I'm retired from that, well, I guess I don't dance anymore. Well, you're a lifelong dancer. You're a lifelong performer. So it's our pleasure to create that opportunity for folks, but also people who never got to cheer, or they never, they may be either they never even knew it was an option to them. Financially, it wasn't accessible to them growing up, whatever the case may be, or they had fear, And so they never pursued it. Or their experience is just the club, which is also totally acceptable. So we have so much fun. We're all about just creating that fun experience because dance is a lifetime, I call it a lifetime sport, just like tennis or golf, anything you'd play your whole life.
That's right. That's very true.
Amazing. That's
so tell us about all the different types and styles of dance that you have at your studios.
So we don't even really say that we have, hip hop or jazz. It's really, infused of everything. Okay. It's all about the music. So we kind of call it pop music inspired dance classes. So there's a couple differentiators that I think folks listening might perk their ears. One is that we don't level our classes. And so if for anybody, listening that has ever been in an advanced class and you're like, well, wait, I have this amazing background, but like, this is too hard for me. I thought I was advanced, but I guess I'm not. It's really messes with your self-confidence. So we don't level the classes at all. We don't, they're for all levels. And so the classes are based on the song and the theme of that class. Today at noon in Austin, Texas, I taught a chair routine to Fergie Glamorous. And so it was a little jazzy. It was a little sexy. But and then, last night I taught a Megan Thee Stallion song. So, it's really about the variety, and all of the songs on our class schedule are going to be songs that, for the most part, if you like pop music and hip hop and R&B and popular music from the last, 25 years, then you're going to find a song on our schedule. So it is going to be hip hop. It is going to have jazz, but it's really just about fun choreography.
I love that. And fun. The fact that you don't level the classes, kind of takes that pressure off walking in. It's kind of like, okay, There's no pressure. I can just go in and be myself. And if I don't get it, oh, well, it's fine. And I think, like you said, being in a professional dance setting and going to these classes that are offered in New York and LA, there is a very, you walk in, it's serious. It's not, so I love the fact that there's this option for people that just want to go dance. They don't want to be judged. They're not trying to book a tour.
Yep. And those studios are great for folks who are serious, who they are training. And
absolutely.
But that's not who walks into Diva Dance class. We just want this, our folks who come to our classes and our members in our community, they're accountants, they're personal trainers, they are, teachers, and they say, oh, I used to be a dancer, or I always wanted to be, or I love to dance, and this is where I belong. So yeah, absolutely. And there's a place for those amazing studios. That's not us.
That's right. That's great. So cool. I love that.
And when you were working in the music industry, it was more pop, hip hop type artist, correct?
Yeah. So I kind of came up in the music business during, many of our favorite era, which is, I worked on Britney, I worked on NSYNC, I worked on, I remember y'all ready to get dated here. I worked at a record label when Usher, had just come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember seeing it. We had like a marketing meeting and they listed like all the kind of like priority new records coming out. And it said Usher, And I was like, oh, what's that? At the same time as like Sierra Goodies. I worked on Chris Brown Run It. And so I worked on the marketing side. And, to be honest, I didn't really talk about being a dancer very much because, I'm like an executive in the music business. And, I'm dealing with very high profile artists and they're actual choreographers who have agencies and they're paid a lot of money. And so in my mind, I was like, well, I just have my little fun dance classes, you know? And what I've learned over time is that you don't have to be one thing or another to be a dancer. Like, if you love to dance, you are a dancer. And thinking back on that era, I'm like, man, I kind of wish I was just a little bit more confident in this skill that I have. And I always say that, like, I'm an okay dancer, but I'm a great dance teacher, you know? And so I wish I had owned that a little bit more. But, you know, now, girls, I'm fully owning it. I own it big time. But yeah, it really, you know, I was very close to the music at that time, but I'm still close to music. I'm not now responsible for making rappers and pop stars rich and famous anymore. I now get to help men and women feel confident and safe in a great dance studio space.
And we talk about this all the time. Isn't it so fun how the older you get, you're just, you got more confidence and you really don't care as much what people think. And you're like, you know what? This is what I have to offer. And I'm amazing. So you really need to listen to it, you know?
You know, it's so true because, like, we started at the top of the episode, y'all saying, like, well, you know, we're just high energy. That's who we are. That's how I feel. Sometimes people go, you have a lot of energy. And I'm like, well, if I'm not your people, then I'm not your people, you know? And that's how I feel about Diva Dance classes. And so that's where, you know, sometimes if someone comes in and they maybe don't come back, we weren't for them. It's typically because they maybe, you know, are looking for more of that mean girl culture or that competitive culture. That's not us at all. Like, so that's why I'm like, okay, those folks that are looking for that kind of vibe, they will opt themselves out. And so, yeah, you're right. Like, the older we get, the more I just feel like, you know, people will opt themselves out.
Yeah.
So true.
It is true. It is true.
Yeah. And then you just are like, if this isn't for me, then I'm not here. If you're, you know, our sisterhood is what we,
that's right.
And so if you're not part of it, or you don't want to be a part of it and you want to have drama or negativity, then you go somewhere else, because we don't want that. Like,
you brought up a really good point too about the best teachers are not necessarily the best front row dancer. And I fully wholeheartedly agree with that statement, because just because you are that front row person, best dancer, you're booking all these tours, that does not mean that you are a good teacher.
They're very different skills. They're very different skills. And something that, you know, we do have our instructors go through a certification process. In that process, it's really, how do you teach Diva Dance? So even I've had some folks come in who have a lot of amazing dance experience, but they struggle with teaching people at all levels. And so, you know, being a dance teacher means you have to teach, it's neuroscience. You have to teach the brain how to remember the choreography. And then you also have to help people feel good enough to perform that choreography. So, and, you know, just demonstrating is not teaching. So yeah, I actually just was coaching a new instructor the other day where, you know, she wasn't really breaking things down. She wasn't helping the brain remember. She demonstrated beautifully, but you're right. You know, I mean, I loved watching her dance, but she hadn't taught me. I was taking her class, you know, to do that thing. So yeah, I'm glad you underscored that.
No, I agree. And also I think it's quite more difficult to teach at a more basic level than it is to just go in and teach somebody that's very advanced.
You know what's funny about what you just said too? You're so right, because like, you've seen those Instagrams where you just see the teacher be like, boom, cat, da 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 da, boom, ba. It's like, we can't really do that at our classes. We train our instructors that they have to teach with counts and lyrics. Counts and lyrics, and sometimes interchangeably in the same 8 count. So I'll literally be like, you know, who run the world, girls, who run the world, and 7, 8, like in literally the same, the same 8 count. And so that is a skill. It's a skill. Yeah.
So true.
It's a skill. I can't tell you how many students I've taught to dance on beat just by going to the lyrics. And then they figure it out. They're mostly kids, but they start to figure it out because it's to the lyrics, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah. And then they're on beat, you know, because of that. So I'm glad that you said that, because that really makes sense. Yeah.
Well, that reminds me of something y'all mentioned also. I know you were joking about like a senior squad, but first of all, none of us are true seniors on this call. But we just created a new format called Diva Dance Icons, because we were getting folks coming into our classes that, even though our classes are very accessible, they may not then be even accessible to folks who have either different kind of of abilities, or they're older, or they just want a slower pace. So we just created this new one that, part of me is like, well, it's for 55 and up, or it's for older adults, but it's for anybody who wants the same amount of fun dancing, but it's at potentially, a slower pace and low, very, very, very low pressure. And so we just launched that in the last month, and it has been unbelievable. Like,
that's great.
So fun to teach these ladies and like seeing them perform. And so, the message is, once a dancer, you really you got to take it all the way to the end.
That's right. Oh, that's great. I love that. I love that so much. Yeah.
Jami, I just want to say, girl, where does the passion come from? Your passion for Diva Dance, girl, it's leaping.
Yes.
Where does that come from for you?
For us, it's been just the success stories of seeing how people's lives are changed. It's one of the biggest compliments anybody can give you in life is that you positively impacted their life, but 100. You changed their life is a whole other thing, So every day I read this amazing feedback from folks through Google reviews or even just on their socials, and people telling me directly, just how Diva Dance specifically, and I say our brand specifically because it's not just dance. We created a place where they came in and said, I belong here. I want to keep coming, and I'm coming so often. I'm feeling so safe coming here that I'm trying new things. You mentioned kind of having that courage to audition. I mean, it takes courage to go to a dance class, no matter who you are, And so to see what courage will do for you mixed with joy, mixed with movement and your mental health. So we really change people's lives. So to answer your question, what keeps me passionate is that we have so many more lives to change out there that they don't even know it yet. They don't even know that we're coming. And that's why I chose franchising, so that we could help women own a business that then has such a positive impact on people's lives. So that just our own potential of we're not even 50, we're in 55 cities now, but that's nothing compared to where we'd like to be, because there's a lot of people that need what we do.
Yeah, I love that.
Agreed.
And
creating that community.
And noticing too, you have some great content. So where do you come up with your ideas? Can you share that? Because you're getting some great, you've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. She comes up with some cool ideas and little different I don't know, they call them skits. I don't know. Content is the best way I could.
I actually do call them skits because maybe I'm old school, but skits.
Yes. Then you're my people.
Yes. Well, what's funny about that is that our clients at Diva Dance, especially in Austin, because this is where I teach, is they send me stuff. They're like, you should do this. So the last 3 or 4 that I have posted on mine were ones that clients sent me, and they were so tickled that I did it, and I had so much fun doing them.
I love it.
The other thing too is that sometimes people take themselves so seriously on their social media. They're like, I have to be a thought leader in franchising or in dance. And I'm like, I'm just fun. I just want to have fun and help people feel good. And I was also finding with social media that it felt like a chore. I mean, y'all know it. No matter what business you have or who you are, if you want people to know about you, you got to be on socials. And so I kept finding I wasn't consistent is really the thing. And now that I've switched to kind of just I'm just going to do funny content, that I'm just so much more consistent. So yeah, it's your people sitting
it. Pressure's off.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Diva Dance motto. The pressure's off.
Right.
Exactly. Have fun. Just dance, have fun, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love that.
So before we close, you're going to be, we're so excited, by the way. If you registered for the reunion in Miami, there's only a few tickets left. So you get registered, because you're going to have the time of your life.
Yes.
And so you are going to be a vendor. Are you teaching classes? So what's happening?
Well, if they will let me, girls, I will teach anywhere, anytime to anybody. So yes, hopefully we can get on the schedule. But we had someone go to the last one a couple years ago, and I immediately regretted that I did not go. I was like, okay, well, I'll send my marketing gal, because I didn't, I knew about the event, but I hadn't fully dropped in. And this time I was like, oh no, I'm going, because this is a group I got to be a part of, because we have such a common bond, and just the fabric is so the same. So we will be there, excited to talk to folks about either taking classes with us if we're in a city, near where you live, if there's a Diva Dance franchise near you. If there's not, let's figure out a way to bring one there. It's such a great opportunity for someone looking for a supplemental income to whatever career that they're building, but they want to keep dance in their life. And so we'd love to talk to folks about that. I can't wait. What is one thing I need to look forward to the most? What is the thing I got to mentally be jacked up about?
So you're going to be there Friday at the pep rally, the Havana Nights pep rally, and each squad goes out and does like a 30 second to 1 minute routine.
Oh my
And it
gosh.
is so cool because you have some of the original cheerleaders from 1960
Yeah.
all the way through. It is so incredible to watch and so much fun. And like the Steelerettes, I always refer back to them. They only had cheerleaders for like 8 years, and they have big representation every year. And it's
everybody
Oh my
is
gosh.
supportive of one another
and it is
cheering each
one-
other on.
Like
and
you've got your sorority within your squad, but then
Absolutely.
you've got a sorority with the whole NFL, and it's so fun and just,
that's amazing.
it's really cool.
And let me say, honey, and then the style, the Raiderettes are gonna be on it.
Don't even try to
Yes.
keep up, people.
Okay.
I didn't try to keep up.
We're gonna have a style change from breakfast, lunch, and the evening.
And something in between, maybe. You just don't.
Okay. Well, it sounds like I got to get my cutest looks. It sounds like, so we have an event every couple of years called Slaycation, and we shop all year for Slaycation. And so anything you see that's like a little extra, it's like, you know what, I can wear that Slaycation. So this sounds like this event is the same.
That's out. Yeah.
Vacation garb.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, I look forward to being there and meeting y'all in person. And anyone listening, I'd love to talk to you about Diva Dance. But I also listen. I love helping women be their best. I love coaching and advising, and especially folks who are maybe thinking about franchising their brand, or they're thinking about investing in a franchise even beyond Diva Dance. But also, I just love to be a cheerleader of other women and help them thrive in their life.
I love that.
Okay, so is there?
I was going to say
a Diva Dance in Miami. I know there's one in Jacksonville. Is there one in Fort Lauderdale?
We're not there yet, but I got to find the right person. We're going to have one. Yeah, and let me tell you something. My Jacksonville girls, I think that's actually how I came to know about Sideline Rewind, because some of our most amazing folks within our business are former cheerleaders as well, and they definitely are like, oh, these are Diva Dance people. So I'm just grateful for that introduction. But we're not in Miami yet. Looking forward to finding the right people.
We're gonna love it.
that's awesome. And we always ask all of our guests to tell us about their favorite. I lost my microphone. I'm so excited about it. Their favorite rewind, which would be your favorite memory in the time that you dance.
Oh yeah.
In your music business or any time in your career, teaching.
Yeah. I think my favorite memory was when I was on my high school dance team, and the week of our spring show, my director had a baby. And we didn't have it was her baby was super early. So she had planned it where, okay, we'll do the spring show and then I'll go have my baby. But her baby came super early. And I remember me and a couple of other girls, we had to step up and we had to make sure everything was ready and make sure all the routines were polished. And now it's my first foray to I'm like, okay, we got this. We're going to do this. And I just remember that show being extra special because, we had really pulled it off and kind of in recognition of her. So I hadn't thought about that. Thank you for the question, because I hadn't even thought about that memory in a long time until you even asked that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we still talk about it. So, but yeah, no, I mean, dance has been everything. And my only wish is that I had been able to do it when I was even younger than high school, that I got started later, but I have made up for that since then.
That's amazing.
Very cool.
That's awesome. I love it.
That. And I just want to say, Jami, your energy just is amazing. I'm just hyped listening to you.
Let's go.
We can't wait.
Go. Can't wait. Miami. Let's go.
Miami now.
Yes, honey.
It's Jami in Miami, and we want to thank you again for being on Sideline Rewind podcast, and we will hype you up, girl. Thank you so much for being with us.
And thank you for what you do for the ladies within the pro cheer community. It's special, and also those new gals coming into this amazing sisterhood that y'all have. What a special. Like I said, they don't even know what's coming to them. All the great things. So thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
And we want to thank all of our social media subscribers, our listeners. Please make sure that you go on and download the podcast on YouTube. We are on YouTube, and we got Foundation Fridays only on YouTube. Make sure you look at that. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Check us out.
Yes, LinkedIn.
Now, and LinkedIn. Oh, we're everywhere. Oh, now we're everywhere.
Yes.
And don't forget to give us a 5-star rating and review.
Yes.
And a voicemail. I really want a voicemail. Yes, someone send me a voicemail.
And download the podcast.
Michael, we're counting on you to send us a voicemail.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Let's go.
Come on now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Diva.
Yes, Diva.
Come on, Sideline Rewind podcast, and we're out.